Alright, alright. We need to test the chat quickly. There we go, we are working. And now we have no music. Good evening everybody, I hope you have your ciders ready. Question is, what are we painting? Where do we get to? I think we're painting these purple bits. Someone's made a bit of a mess over here, I think it might be me. Okay, so we need to do some highlighting on these purple bits. Might take us a little while. Are the other bits done? Yes. Yeah, I think they are. Wait, hold on. Check our gubbins. Yeah, we're ready to roll. Okay. We have to remember our mix. It's always hard painting something the first part of the day. We'll go 1 to 1. We're going to use violet. Can you even see that? Probably move this towards me. Let's do some rearranging. There we go. We're going to use Vallejo model colour violet. One of my favourite colours. But it looks blue, doesn't it? On here, I don't know why it looks blue. It's not blue. It's purple. Very purple. And then we want white. So we go 1 to 1, purple and white for this one. If anyone's out there in the world, please say hello. Otherwise I'll have to talk to myself all night. I've done that once, it's very difficult. That door behind me is supposed to be shut. I'm going to kick that shut. Kick the dog. You didn't see that. Yes, I am wearing 1970s shorts. Just need to get one of my wiping rags. Okay. Still haven't got palette cam ready. That is on the list of things to do. Palette cam. Okay. We are going to start with these easier bits, I think. Now, how do you paint? It's always hard to remember how to paint when you haven't painted for a couple of days. We don't normally paint on a Wednesday, but events are now in motion. It cannot now be undone. You know that quote? Then you are a sad geek like me. Oh, a bit of interference there on the airwaves. I wonder what that was. That could have been all those hundreds of thousands of people tuning in at once. Maybe. Or maybe not. You never know. Right, that's the first layer done. Now this isn't going to be easy. Is that? Oh, we never. Yes, we did. Okay. Doing a highlight layer all the way around this. This, oh shit. Excuse me. Excuse my language, I just painted my camera stand. Cool, this has got to be an awkward one. Which way around do we want to do this? There we go. So now we have to go around all these edges with the first highlight. Might take us a little while. But as usual, my first one is really rough. I'm not going to worry too much. Mustn't worry. There we go, done. One little line. These little curved bits on the edge, these flanges, whatever you want to call them. They look like flanges to me. I'll highlight all that edge there. Lovely. Well, there comes some more interference over the airwaves. Get these little grills here. Not sure what they are. They're like little vents. Super. And we come around the back. Some more of that flange to do. Or hidden on that edge. Wasn't too bad. I was expecting that edge to be a little bugger. There we go. Easy. Just like that. This new brush has got a irritating long hair down the middle. Might have to complain about that. It's warm again up here. There's Gaza Grey. Good evening, Gaza Grey. How is one today? My word, it is hot. I can feel the sweat running down my head. Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. I have I have some drinks, so I'm happy. What is new in your world? Have you pre-ordered your Titanicus box for the weekend? Are you joining the masses? That bit. Oh, I don't know what colour to do that. I think it's going to have to be purple as well. Oh, the Chaos Army. Now, is this a 40k army or a... Am I allowed to call it fantasy anymore? A fantasy army. Aha, fantasy. And is this an undivided army? Or are they aligned to a specific god? I've really balls this up. You know when you cock something up and you don't know what to do? I'm blaming this brush. We can rescue it. There's nothing we can't handle. I hope. Famous last word. There's a beetle in my water. Out for his evening swim, I suppose. No, he's dead. Okay. This isn't working. That's better. Ah, Corn. Corn is in the band. Or is it Corn the God? Would you consider the band a god? I'm starting to wonder if I'm using the wrong brush. I'll do a little test. No, this one is screwed as well. I don't think Windsor and Newton Series 7s are as good as they used to be, you know. I thought you meant the god. I didn't think you meant the band. And where are you hailing us from, Mr. Grey? Right, that was the bad brush. I don't know if you can see that point is just a little bit too long down the middle. I jumped. I said, whereabouts are you coming from, Mr. Grey? Are you a local boy? I wonder where we're getting jumped. Let me have a look. No? Did all across the back there? Did they do that on the other one? Yes, I did. I don't know what you would call these. Are these turret mounts, turret things? Some sort of turrets. We may well have done. Do you have the same name on Instagram? My memory is absolutely shocking nowadays. I do apologise. Why is that doing that? Heat is cooking off the paint quicker than I can get it on. Yes. I do apologise, I don't remember this. I'm going to have a look later and refresh my memory. Am I the only one that hates painting around these little vent things? No one ever even knows what they are. I'm going to have a look. I can't leave it. Don't know if you can see that. There's literally a build up on my brush tip where this paint is drying. Yeah, they're awkward. They're never quite deep enough to get the edge of my brush onto highlight, so I literally have to draw around all those little edges. We're nearly there. I'm trying to thin the paint to make it smooth to do the highlights with. It goes so smooth it becomes it's almost like a staining water. I can't do anything with that. I didn't paint that front bit on the other one. I'll do that now before I forget. Where am I at? Where am I at? Where am I at? I've forgotten. Oh yeah, that edge. Let's see if I can get on the back side of it. I just had a thought. Now it's painting both edges at once. Okay. What you want to do, is it? This is not a good start. That's what I consider a mess. I'm sure we'll be able to rescue it later. I mean, no one's ever going to know on there. But you always know yourself, don't you, when you cock something up. Next stage, I'm going to have to do a lighter highlight. If I remember correctly, we were using 2 to 1. Oh shit, nearly knocked everything over. A little bit precarious. I've got an idea how I can sort this out. Let's do this now. If everything goes black, and don't shoot me. Oh, this feels dangerous. There we go, one side done. Try and do that with the other side. We should be able to get a better camera angle if I do this. Maybe, if we're lucky. And then, while we're on the skew, have a little look. There we go for my monitor. There we go. You can see right up my pants. That's always everyone's favourite. Is that better? Can we see everything better now? I think we might be able to. We'll try that. We'll see what happens. I'm going to study that. Can't see this edge there. This is where the action always is, over here. Very complicated thing, these webcam setups. There we go. I'm still sweating. Look at this. Unreal. I need to open a window. Right. A smaller brush. Feet up. Mind all the leads. Okay, now I'm going to try and do the lighter highlight in there. Tap those rivets. Just a tap. And this side, lovely. Just a tap. Sorted. I don't know if you can see that. What I've done there. All I've done is those little highlights there. Bits no one will ever see. But you know, if you don't do them, you'll be upset with yourself. Those brushes is a 2. This one seems a lot easier. Okay, how are we going to do this? Press the wrong button again. You haven't missed much, I'm afraid, Mr. Gray. Made me cocking everything up. I have changed the camera angle slightly today. I don't know if it's going to help. We're always evolving, as it were, just like a Pokemon. They evolve, don't they? There we go, that looks alright. I'm happy so far. Ish. Bring that highlight down near the end. Build it up to that corner. do the nuts. Always got to make sure you paint your nuts. Oh shit, too much. Oh, that worked alright, wiping that with my finger. There we go, I'm happy with that. We're getting there, slowly. The other side had that done. Yeah, not so far there. And the sharp pointed flange. Just like that. Do a little nuts. There we go. Now these need to come just down here. Right, easy. Maybe I say that and then screw it up. We'll use that as battle damage. Screw ups can always be battle damage of a sort. A real thin edge on that. And we've got a couple of nubs on the top here. I'm going to just edge highlight the top of this. There we go. That works now. It wasn't working earlier. That might have been a bit too much. Ugh. God. Got holding your breath going around that corner. There we go. That part is purple. Is done. Oh, they smeared my piece there. All right. Right, that's all the easier bits done. Now I've just got to do that awful venty thing on the top. Ugh. Just dripped something all down my leg. Right, let's do it, else we'll never get it done, will we? Paint chest tech? Paint chest tech. But do I mean a paint test to check? I think I do. was easier that time. Oh! Worked. I'm not going to get them a lot better than that, so that'll do. Alright, I think we have to paint those ammo hoppers in the back, whatever they are. Wouldn't be too hard. These bits are done. These armrests, we need to put them on the done pile. I don't know why I keep calling them armrests. There's some bits over there that are done as well. The other bits that are done being this head and this thigh plate. We should have another thigh plate somewhere. Yep, that one, that's done. And big legs, that's done. I say big legs, I mean these are done. This crotch plate is done. They're done. Quite a lot done actually. Done. So now we've got to paint these bits here. I think we're going to do this roundy bit silver, this back bit silver, and the skull silver. So we've got a lot of silvers to paint now. Which silver do we use? I normally do a mix. The silver is too bright and the gunmetal is too dark, so we'll do 1 to 1. Two drops of silver. Bit of Samba de Amigo. One, two. Hate the look of gold on my palette. I don't know why. Kind of madness. I'm going to use the size 4 for this. Get a whiz round it. This thing, whatever this, I imagine in real life this thing would like twiddle around. It might not, might just stay still. You never know. I think it was all meant to be the same part, but I thought I'd try and differentiate it a little. Yeah. Yeah, I'm brushing my brush water away. Yeah, it does it randomly. I've just got to do that little skull on the top. It's coming out alright so far. Someone thought I'd forgotten that bit that went wrong. See, this 4 has got a better tip than the 3. There we go, that part is ready for its washers. It's not a paint pot. Well, it's on a paint pot. It's the old, they call these bolter shell. I don't know. You know what I mean. It is a paint pot. It is one of the old ones. What does it look like? Does it look like a paint pot? Is this Kayvan Shrike from Warseer fame back in the day? Is that even how you pronounce it, Kayvan? There we go. Painting the paint pot. Oh, that hurt my ears. Who was that? They're going to pop up. I don't know who that was. Ah, that was someone else. You had the same name. That is Mockery Wave. Thank you very much, Mockery Wave. Mockery Wave has come to watch us paint paint pots. Yeah, it went bling-a-ding-a-ding. A zombie ran across the screen. Maybe you've got a different screen to me. Made a hell of a noise, my end. Yeah, he didn't use all the alternative letters. Don't know what else to call those. Did you call them alternative letters? 2007, that is a long time. Although in my head it only seems like a couple of years ago. Have you ordered your Titanicus set? Or are you not getting on board? There we go, all we've got to do is paint his skull on the top now. Ah, is it? I did not know that was computer language. What do they mean? There we go, we just need some washers on there now. I missed a bit there. Are these meant to be little aerials? What are these? They're on everything, aren't they? Well, you gave up. I'm going to have to ask you what you're interested in painting is for. If you've given up. Or do you still paint and not play? Yes, that does happen, like myself. Why is this over here in the way? Right, washes. What wash do we put on silver? Will you use black? My question is thus, where is it? Here it is. Is this black? Yes, it is. Null oil, I believe is the correct term. Digital 40k, as in the computer games? Or is it Vassal or Vassal, where you can play the actual game on the line? Need to mark up my cocked up brush again. Yes, this one. This is the correct one. Oh, really? It's very interesting. Was I the only one under the live filter? That'd be the question I did have to ask. Okay, I'm going to mark this brush up. We go in the junk brush pile. It didn't last long with me. No, it's not going to stay on. This is that low tack masking tape, isn't it? There, me. Oh, I'm always so prepared. Ah, and which game are you modding? Right, let's wash this. I've got enough in there. Oh, I know what I can try. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. We have a wash holder. This is from Hobby Holder. I think it's Hobby Holder. And yeah, we've got this to try out. I completely forgot we had this. We're going to try this now. So does it fit? Yes, it does. It's quite a snug fit. You can see it's not falling off. This is quite interesting. I thought it'd be really loose. I'll give it a wiggle. Might be more loose. There it is. It's like a your own base for your wash. Armour. I've heard of armour. I don't know what it is. I've heard of that. What is it? These fucking washes are shit, the lids, aren't they? They are shite. Right. Is that... What is Gary's mod? What is this Gary's mod thing I hear about? That paint not dry yet? Oh, for Fagaline's sake. I've got to leave that on standby. We'll let them dry. For some reason the metallics haven't dried in this scorching desert sun. Everything else has. So we'll put them to one side for a moment. We'll concentrate on the next part. What's next? We have... Oh, this is a difficult one. I've done those. We're going to do more shoulder pads. Why is Gary's Mod heresy? What even is Gary's Mod? It sounds like a mod for a current game. Although someone tried to tell me Gary's Mod is the actual name of the game. Which is very confusing. Okay. So where do we start on these? We need some gold paint. Put my little wash holder over there. They rip models from other games with no animations and play no objective maps. But so you're just moving objects around a map. That doesn't sound very fun. Alright, we've got some gold on the go. We're going to use our big ass size 4 again. Fun for the kids. It's funny you should say that, because the person I know who has it is a bit of a child. I forgot we're covered in dust. Do this big lip first. Why have I not got this on a holder? It's quite a big bit, I suppose. First and third, is it like Fortnite? Whatever Fortnite is, I will apologise. I don't know what Fortnite is either. But I know everyone plays it. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's that song again. Everyone always knows what this is, but I don't. Where will you get your models for the 40k stuff? Dawn of War or something? Heresy game. Oh, this is hard to hold. Why didn't I cut my fingernails? Look at them. I look like I got Coke fingernails on each finger. Just about pulled that off, I think. Aha! I remember having Dawn of War. What was the one with the Narcons? The Necrons came. Was it Dark Crusade? I enjoyed that game immensely when it came out. And then I played Soulstorm, I think, was the next one I had. I can imagine it's a lot of work. What do you do the animations in? I remember going to Tesco's one day and buying a packet of chocolate eclairs, as in the cake variety, and Dawn of War for a fun weekend alone. I remember it being a very fun weekend. Let's see if I can lift this thing up. And are you doing this mod alone? Or do you have assistance? Right, that's that bit done. Yeah, but how do you edit the animations? Do you use another piece of software to separate all the frames out, and then I guess it compiles them all together into an animation? I don't understand. I think we're done with that brush, we need a smaller one. That is a long time, 6 months. I'll probably be annoyed after 6 days. Blender. I've heard of Blender, haven't heard of the others. He lost his job and girlfriend, oh dear. Oh god, I'll just put a... Let's see if I can repair that quickly before that dries. Did he get his job and girlfriend back? No, I feel very sorry for the man. ...2009, that was ages ago, wasn't it? What was this man's name? Do we know him? Is he famous? Shall we call him out? Still a bit high, isn't it? It's very niche. So when do you predict that your mod will be available for the general public to sample? I think that's going to have to do for that one. The foo ball's up on there, but hopefully they'll never know when we get the wash on the edge. And is it going to have awesome 1980s and 90s Amiga music like we're playing now? This music is amazing. Yeah, taking over. So is it kind of your project now? Are you the team leader? Chaos Gate. See, I've never played that. It's one of those games that has got a following, or it's like a little cult game. I never got to experience that. What was the music like for it? I mean, it can hardly be any better than this, can it? I mean, listen to this. Do you remember that day those kids stole that keyboard? That's what they came up with. Chanting. That's quite interesting. Is it on YouTube for me to have a listen to? I struggle to see how it's going to be any better than this music now playing. I think it's cooled down a bit. The temperature might drop a touch. Look, that worm that came out of there. I'm going to have a look on YouTube later. Get off. You see that stuck to my arm? Alright, next up, paint the edges before I forget. This is when I wish I'd have mounted these parts. What's that there? What have I got? random spillages that I don't know about. And that's worrying. Oh, a link. I'll have to reverse through the chat. Are you on Instagram? Would you be so kind as to send me the link on Instagram? I'm not sure if I'll be able to rewind through the chat and use that. That sounds good. See, I'm very intrigued now. I'm going to have a look. Not into Instagram. That's where all us Fortnite and Gary's mod players hang out. That might actually be true. There was always something someone said called prop hunt, which is apparently very good. Alright, they have their gold trim ready for their wash. Really annoyed with that smeared piece there, but from a distance I don't think anyone's going to know. Just look like dirt and filth on there in the end when we get the weathering on, hopefully. It's very hot today. Right, let's try and get the wash on these young men. Remember, we're using our hobby holder, wash holder. We'll use that for a few days and then we'll decide if we like it. Brush, where's my brush? This one. I was just doing my nut. How do we get this wash to stay open? Oh, I remember. There's a trick, isn't there? There we go. Using a cocktail stick. Look at that. Do-do-do-do. You've done the trick. You can now keep your lid open. Look at that. That is the world of difference, as Mr. Charlie Babbitt would say. 10 internet points if you know who Charlie Babbitt is. I wish I had the pro skills. All I've got is pro blagging skills. We go, and then we'll just wash his face. He has a dirty face. That. It's almost like I intended it to come out like that. Right, let's do this next one. Oh, this sounds like the clothes show. Welcome to the clothes show. This week, Warhammer 40,000 themed underpants by Calvin Klein. It's coming out alright so far. I'm not having any major issues. I think he's in the army major issues, along with private parts and general purpose. I can't think of any more. Major cock up. There we go. I'm actually happy with that. It's alright. Now, in 16 years, those washers will have dried, and we'll return to that in 2034, I think. I don't know. Right, so that one's done. Oh shit. Oh dear, we have a small problem. I've run out of purple wash for the gold trim. I was meant to pick that up today. I'm going to have to pick that up tomorrow, and then I can't go tomorrow because I've got to go to the shop. We need to put a reminder on the phone. Must buy purple wash. Right, where are we? Remind me. No. Do you buy more purple wash? I have run out. Maybe Thursday I'm not going to be able to get there. Friday, or perhaps Saturday. Oh, when we're picking up Titanicus, this is the big deal. Yeah. Right. Okay. Right then. Continue on. We'll do what we can do. So they can't be done now because they are drying. I need to take a picture of this wash holder in action. Here we go, here we go, here we go. We need to get some bit of artistic license in there. There we go. No. Oh, interference. There we go. Right, what am I doing? That wash can stay there. Pull the knife out. Nice little holder for that there. We'll put that over there for now. What else can we do? This is the question. Those bits are done. We have this large part, but I'm not sure what we can do. What is that? Looks a bit like a mask, perhaps. What a beautiful design! My Bane impression, by the way. Yeah, we could probably do the purple highlighting on this. That sounds like a real drag. But if we get it done now, it will be done for a long time. And sometimes doing the boring bit is worth it. I don't want to do it. Hang on, wasn't I meant to paint white stripes down this? This is the worry. I think I was meant to paint a white stripe along there. Come back. This wash just popped open again. Down there and down again, but I don't think we really need to. But it will break up that big area of purple. Sometimes you just got to do these things and not worry how it. We can, if it goes wrong, we can disguise it with a wash. So I guess we come down here perhaps, and then it would come just offset off those. How big is this stripe's gonna be? So come down there, maybe to there. I don't know. What are we gonna do? What will we do? Let's have a look. I can consult our reference material. Excuse me one moment. We have a book here. It says all about the heraldry in here. Where are we? This is reading the book live. Brilliant. Here. So if we want him to be we could be a high monarch. What's a high monarch? We could do the middle, and we could actually leave out. That might be easier. We can come in from the cutout from straight, but then again, that's going to be white, and that'll make that look weird. However, there's only 2 white lines to paint either side of that. If you can see, we've got either this one or this one. This one, what is a high monarch? This is the big question. Is the high monarch the top man in a night house? Oh shit, everything's going very wrong. We've got to that indecisive stage. We need some more pictures. Who else is there? He isn't one. He's got this crap on him there. He's got, there he is. He's the High King. Guest house is proudly displayed. So he's the top man, is he? Even though he's got a piece of shit. One of them knights. I'm sure the top man would have a better knight than that. Anyway, these guys have got the stripes. Is there another stripe on one of the big boys that we can reference? No stripe. Not handy. Okay. Has anyone else got one? No, it would appear they didn't paint many of these. No. 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 No stripes. These are mechanic and aligned anyway, so that means nothing. No. Okay, no stripes. Be bold. Let's put them stripes on. Sometimes you just got to say bugger it. We're going to be... Oh, how are we going to put these on? Oh, bugger it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Stop beating about the bush. Get it done. I mean, who cares anyway? No one's ever going to know. Half of it's going to be covered up. I need to make this... This is when you realise you've really buggered your models up. So he's coming in here. That'll come down here. Come down here. Come down here. To there. It's kind of a line, isn't it? We'll fill that in a minute. Still got to be a bit thinner in my paint. See if we can do that the other side. So comes here, and straight through the middle of that rivet, or ribbit if you're a frog. About there. Maybe there somewhere, and here, I would say. Right, and into the back, it's literally just 2 dabs, and then it's on the edge. That bit's easy. That comes right up the edge. Now a worrying bit. How thick to make this line? How thick is it in the book? I think they're quite thick, aren't they? Oh no, they're not very thick, they're quite thin. Okay, if we pull it in, I would say we go with these rivets here. So that'll be my line. That rivet there. About there. About there. It's about there. Would you say? I don't know, Marcel. We're winging this. And then they go their own separate ways here. Right, now I'm going to have to get up there. I think I'm thinning out a bit. About there, perhaps. Comes right down, touches that. Or we might as well encompass that. Yeah, that'll work. We can get that front edge. It comes through that rivet, hits that front edge. So all of this here is white. Just mark that out. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. Mark this out. It's going to be white. That'll be white. Now the hard bit is working back from this, so I think it's a little bit thin. It looks like it bends in a touch around here. That'll do. Let's see if we can get it back the other way. Oh God, did you see that? This is when someone will say, if you read the fluff, you'll find that those notes will never have that marking on. In which case I say, this one does. Right, I think that's close enough now. We can start filling in. Go away, beetle. The same one that was swimming in my water bowl earlier. filler in. Use a nice thinned paint for this. Whoops. Oh, that bit gets repainted anyway, doesn't it? What goes on there? That's the missile rack, isn't it? Oh. So this is all white. Oh dear, I just went round a corner where I shouldn't have. That's what happens when you don't pay attention, 007. We'll sort that out. We have committed now. Well, that'll do some tidying. It's easier to tidy after you've committed. Oh, this is a worry. Right, let's get that bit done first before we ruin it. What I always say to people when have you got any tips? I say, yeah, don't be afraid to make mistakes and try new things. Which is exactly what we're doing here. And I'm scaring the shit out of myself. It's not too bad at the moment. I can work with it as a base. Get this white nice and thin. Here comes that beetle again. Gonna get in shot in a minute. Everyone say hello to the beetle. There he goes, I don't know if you can see him. There we go. I'll do 2 coats of white. I'll put another thin coat on, then we'll put some shading around it before we highlight it. And that way I can just build the colour up inside the highlighted areas. That'll look a lot tidier. That makes no sense, I apologise. That's one line marked out. Could have looked worse, couldn't it? It's not actually that bad from here. It's alright. And with highlighting and then weathering to go over the top of that. Should hopefully look alright at the end of the day. It's too dry. There goes that beetle again. Interesting noise coming from outside. A lot of train going past. Funny thing is, there are no train tracks near me. I'm thinking is if I get all the base coats on this, then work out what colours to actually sort out on the other areas. But I think that's alright for a first attempt. That wasn't a train outside, it's someone doing donuts by the sound of it. There we go, a base coat is on. Just use up the rest of my paint. That was the most worrying part of the paint job. That is the hardest bit done. Everything else after that is a bonus. A couple of bits I can see that need tidying up. I'll hit them now. Bit of purple and sort them out, I think. If I look at it funny, it's because I'm just trying to look at my angles. I mean, if I have to spend too much time looking at it, it obviously isn't that noticeable. Build it up with really thin layers and the cleanup. So we have a little bit here, and obviously, and this bit I've really cocked up. There we go. Right on it. That sort of redefines the sharpness of the stripe, as it were. Oh, will you shut up, whoever that is outside? Some idiots out there arguing. Drunk, probably. Maybe they are people who are determined to be in a stream. I've just fucked that up. I've got cocky and fucked it up. Right. Put another white layer on there. If you could see how quick this paint was drying, you would probably not be amazed, but it is amazing. There we go. There's the base of the white stripes are done. I hope that looks alright. I think it's time for a photo. What time is it? 9:15? Where did the time go? I didn't done bugger all. Take another little photo. I got it right. Hold on. Right. Working on some base coats. I really want to finish those. They need a wash on, we can't do those. Ugh. Who knows? Do we do this bit now? Do we go for it? We've got 15 minutes. Yeah, let's get it done. We can start highlighting the purple now, can't we? Or do we have to finish the white first? No, we're going to base coat everything first. We're going to base coat everything. So we need the crotch plate. We'll do the little cog mechanicum, or whatever it's called first. I think that's what it's called. Cog mechanicum. Black on the left, white on the right. We'll do the black first. Use my special mix, 1:1 black and grey. Gonna use black and cold grey. Cold grey is a funny old colour because it comes out of the pot a completely different colour. What it is when you stir it up a little bit. If anyone can tell me why that is? Oh shit! What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing here. Losing the plot a little bit. So I put this grey mix, it's almost like a German grey on there. There we go. And then we paint the right side of his head the other colour. Easy as. White the other side. Is my white still wet? This is a question. Just about. There we go. We paint his face. Doesn't seem to have a lot of face on the other side. I think that thing's going to be gold. The window surround. We better paint that gold. Do we have any gold on the go? Is my question. Not really. About to dye this gold. Some more out. Easy. Now metals. These things I'm going to do gold as well. No one ever knows what these things are. Little exhaust things. Done. Now some silver. We'll do silver there. Not sure what colour I'll do those venti things. I might just leave them. Actually, no, we'll do them silver. All the vents silver. And this manhole cover silver and these bits silver. We'll do that. And then we'll be pretty much done for the evening, I believe. Whew. My silver's dried up as well. That's so hard. Right, let's mix up another silver mix. Paint left on my brush. Get that with that. Fluff in there, yuck. Wasn't too bad, that's quite easy. We're using the world's worst brush. Paint details here. I'm calling this using my paints. No, I daren't. It's too bad. I think that whole thing can be silver. Starting to come together a bit now. Looks a bit less like a random bit, more like it's supposed to look like this. There we go. 3 little vents on the side. Sounds like there's a war going on outside. There we go. Well, right, couple more vents to paint. We're getting there, aren't we? A hell of a lot better than when we start. What's that in there? A fuel flap. Give that a silvering. Okay. Right, and down the edges of that bit. Do that. There we go. I think that looks alright. Right, there we go. And that is where we're going to leave it for the evening. So I'd like to say thank you everyone for watching. And we shall see you next time. Goodbye.